video, I'm going to be working through this grade 10 maths paper, term 1 question. So this is kind of the test that you would expect to get kind of around March in your grade 10 year. I'm going to be doing question 1 in this video, and I'll do the other questions in the next video. Please let me know if you have any questions. So this is the paper from last year, so it's a past paper, but it's a pretty good indication of what you might get here. So first of all, question 1. Given that p is equal to this expression, and x could be negative 11, negative 5, 0, or 15, and we want to know for which values of x is p a rational number, an irrational number, and a non-real number. So what they mean is we need to sub in these values of x, okay, and see when we get what answer we get for p. Okay, so let's do just that. So first of all, let's just say when x is negative 11. So we just start with that one first. Then we can say p is equal to square root of 9 over 11 minus 11. Okay, negative 11. If we work this out, then we've got the square root 9 at the top, and then 11 minus 11. This becomes a plus. Okay, so 11 plus 11, and so that's going to be 9 over 11. Then what we're going to do is we are just going to work that out. So let's just get a calculator here quick. Okay, so we want the square root of 9 divided by 11. Okay, that's what we are looking for. It would look different in your calculator, but let's work that out. And we get this number, so 0.90453, and we can assume it just keeps going on. So let's write some of that down. 0.90453. Okay, so as our value, so p for this one is 0.90453, and it just keeps on going. Let's do this now, exactly the same type of thing. We're just going to do it for the next value, which is negative 5. Let's get a different color here. So when x is equal to negative 5, we're going to have p 9, 11 minus 5 again. Okay, so we know that minus and minus, like before, that's going to become a plus. So we're going to have the square root of 9 over 11 plus 5 is 16. Okay, so let's work out what this one is. So the square root of 9 over 16, and we get 0.75. Okay, so that one, nice short. So usually when it's like that, it's a nice quickly turning decimal. That's probably going to be our rational number, but let's go through them all and then we can make that decision. Okay, let's work out then when x is 0. Okay, let's see, p is square root of 9 over 11 minus 0. So that is just going to be the square root of 9 over 11. Because 11 take away 0 is 11. So p, let's work this out. Again, square root of 9 over 11 is 0.90453. Actually, that is what we had before, basically. Okay, and it just carries on. So we can assume that it's non-terminating. And then finally, let's do it when it's 15. So if we get a different color, when x is 15, then p is square root of 9 over 11, take away 15, which is 9 over 11 to take away 15 is going to be minus 4. we're going to work out the square root of that. What we are going to find is this is going to give us an error. Okay, because you can't take the square root of a negative number. So this is 9 over 4. You can't do that. Okay, so it's going to give us an error, a non-real answer. Okay, so we are going to find that P is going to give us an error. But let's just test it just to be sure. So the square root of 9 divided by minus 4. Yeah, I don't even think it's that. Let me do it. Let's try again. Square root negative 9 divided by 4. Yeah, see, so we get an error. So you can't work out the square root of a negative number. Okay, so what we have then, if I make this a little bit bigger, we want to know which one is rational, which one is irrational, which one is non-real. So if we look at the first one, so when x is negative 11, we get this value for p. Okay, so it just goes on forever. The decimal carries on forever. When that happens, that is our clue that it is an irrational number. Okay, so let's label these in black. So this one is going to be our irrational number. And then if you remember, we had one that was very similar. So we had this one that also kept recurring. So this one is also going to be irrational. We had our non-real answer here. And then finally, we have that 0.75. It's a nice one. If the decimal ends really easily like that, that is a rational number usually. Okay, so let's fill this in then on the answer sheet. So for the values that are irrational, it's when x is negative 11 and when x is 0. Okay, let's get that. So this one here, we're going to have irrational is when x is negative 11 or x is 0. The rational number, let's check that. So it was rational when x was minus 5. And then it was non-real when x was 15. Okay, so that is a nice few marks there. That is 4 marks already.